What's up, YouTube? Enigma Garage here. Today we're working on the power system of the car, and I have tried so many different combinations, and I am going to cut it to the short and sweet for you. 1/0 welding cable is the go-to. I have tried to go with this old one right here. I'm going to reuse the circuit breaker. I gotta take the other leads off, but yeah, this copper clad aluminum 1/0 just was not cutting it. I did try the ground trick everybody was showing, just going from here down to here. I did use the jumper cables here to go from here to the top of the strut tower. Added another one on the other side. Was not cutting it. You have to use both of them. I do not know how people are using just this one down here to the strut tower mount. It's slow start. It's way better. Just get the 1/0, people. Just get the 1/0. Simple as that. So I do have to reroute everything. I was changing back and forth between the two, testing out different things. And yeah, that is the short and sweet. Just get the 1/0. Don't use the copper clad aluminum. And I have a different field of view on the camera. I went to linear instead of the weird fisheye, and you guys tell me if you like that better for seeing things or just how it looks. So just to give you some more details, I did try the 1/0 ground in addition to this ground right here that goes to the strut tower into the ECUs with the copper clad aluminum. Still slow start. It did start, took 2 tries or so. Fuel pump was cutting out. As soon as I put back on this one with the ground, no problem. It starts super fast. And just a reminder, I do have the ground strap up here to the tower that goes to the front of the block right there. That's the only ground from the motor to the strut tower to pretty much the chassis, and it starts super fast. And to debunk the more grounds to the frame, I did have jumper cables both sides of the heads to strut towers to the bash bar that's bare steel. Added a whole bunch with the copper clad aluminum. Disconnected the 1/0 ground wire. So disconnected the ground wire, had the copper clad aluminum, jumper cables all over the place adding grounds, still slow start. Yeah, so just to debunk everything and everybody on that, do not buy copper clad aluminum. Just did probably an hour's worth of testing just moving battery cables around. There you go, copper clad aluminum welding wire. I did get it from Amazon. It's from a welding store, EWCS. Fantastic cables, and these are, I want to say 6 or 7 years old. They were on the Kia, which now have to order more cables for the Kia. And if you notice, the exhaust is gone and back over on the car. It is hooked up. I need to put the pressure sensor on over here. I need to put on the new slave cylinder, and yeah, get some power cables back in it and she'll start. Crypto mining is still in full swing. Gotta pay for these projects somehow. But yeah, gotta order some cables and do some more routing on this. So thanks to the Facebook group, we do have it routed, and somebody informed everybody that this wire fits in this channel all right here. And I have, let's get the camera moved, added a hole. If you saw my short, it goes straight through, not at an angle, doesn't pinch the wire or anything. It's loose in there. So it just follows that little bend under the floor. You do have to take off this brace right here to get the carpet up, which I'll tuck that. And the ground wire, if you pop this plug right here and you come under the car, I mean, you're gonna lose your towing ability, but there you go. From in the car to underneath the car to run the ground wire, and I'll get it all tucked up underneath there. Get this wiring all wrapped up. Should be a lot better. And there we go. up under the sill. Can't even tell it's there. Ground wire is through that, which is on the tow location, so can't tow your vehicle anymore from that location, but there's plenty others. And we are back here with the power. So I think I'm gonna actually go with a switch, maybe. I don't know. Trying to think of how to mount it. But that's a lot better, and I can start tidying up this for a mount closure panel right here. I need to put some interior back in this thing. And then we have underneath here, it is on the starter. I do need to put a grommet on where it goes through, and then move the ground lug probably to the side of the transmission, because that's going to be right in the way of where the exhaust has to go through. And I need to start working on the exhaust, getting it through here, putting the wheel on, making sure the clearance is going to be good on that hard turn. Put a wideband in it. Still not sure where I'm going to put the wideband, or I can probably put it right here where it just goes straight up, and then I can run the wire in, but that might get hit by road debris. I don't know yet, so we'll figure all that out. We're working on the wiring right now. And just to show you, we do have the 1-aught ground. We have the 1-aught power going to the switch panel. Let's go over real time and show you how fast the car cranks. Plenty fast. I'm out of gas right now, so that's why we're having the no start, but yeah, plenty fast. And I still have to fix this where the rubber broke off, and I just have it kind of just dipped down, so that'll be coming soon. I'll make an entire video just on that, because I did buy a plasma cutter so I can make my own top hat, and hopefully my whole drop in with the 525 at an angle sits flush. We'll go from there. But yeah, starts very, very fast with that setup. Got to tidy up some wiring underneath. And wiring's just about done. After all that work, here we go. Completely factory looking. You wouldn't even know there's wiring underneath there, except for that. Yeah, much, much better. And with it all cleaned up, put back together, well, not cleaned up all the way, still fast crank. Perfect. Oh yeah. Gotta love it. Oh, keep grinding, people. Keep grinding. Slow process. And now we're looking much better. Have the interior in on this side. That slit is factory. I had no idea why it's there. Can't remember. I don't know if it's for the spare tire brace, maybe. But regardless, trim is in. It's looking so much better. So, need to figure out how I'm going to mount this. Need to get a circuit breaker for the main power, and then put this on the other side of that way. That way this is fused. I'm pretty sure I can figure a way to back fuse this. Actually, probably put power here from that, and then put a fuse, and then run the fuse to there. Actually, that might work. So main power in, fuse coming over here. That way the main wire, well, then the fuse is down here. If the short's up here, I'm still kind of SOL. So yeah, I need to put something up here. But that's looking way better. Then I can start putting the trim back in this side. Well, to an extent, because I still have to drop the cradle to put in the 8.8 kit for one of these rear ends. I think I'm going to go with the 373. and fab something up there, and that's why I put this up on the stand so I can start tinkering with this, because I've been in touch with Ronin Speedworks and their new 8.8 kit is out. It's not on their website yet, but I am going to get their Grande kit, so it'll have the full Explorer axle in and out, which works out because my buddy of mine broke his and he had to take my axle. So yeah, I don't have an axle anymore, which works out. It'll hold the power, and yeah, if something breaks, I just have to go buy another Explorer axle and swap the centers. And for the people that are worried about the wires getting hot or burned or anything, for the exhaust that's going to be going down through there, I am wrapping the entire crossover and downpipe, so we can mitigate a lot of heat going to the cooling system and over here on the side with the starter and the wires. So don't freak out on that, okay? We can probably call this video a wrap. Everything is tucked in nicely. Just need to feed the bottom power wire. If I don't break my GoPro. Yep, that's it. Alright guys, see you later. Here's a sneak peek of me getting ready to do the exhaust. Got the wheel jacked up. Don't worry, there's already tears in it. It was a bad wheel. But looking at the clearance here, there's plenty of clearance. So as long as I stay within the bolt on the sway bar and the housing, if I stay clear on that side of it for the downpipe, we're golden. So now I know where I need to be. Let's work on an exhaust. And it does look mean. I can't wait till this is on the ground.